God manages everything, but you have free will? This is a famous question. This question would take so long to answer. There's a very, it's not famous actually, it's really not famous. There's a text which is so powerful. It's not so long, but it's difficult. It's a difficult text. The book is called Shalom, Shnei Luchos HaBris. It was written around 1600s, middle of 1600s, by Rabbi Horowitz. This book, it's a huge book, like very long book, very long. Maybe in volumes today it's like 15 volumes. I don't know. It's a long book. It's a long book, and it's a tough book because he discusses so many different things, laws, Kabbalah. There was no such a thing as Hasidus at that time, so he doesn't talk about it. Midrashim and Gemara and Talmud. It's a huge, huge book, and it says it is said, I saw somewhere, I don't remember now where, but it is said that he wrote it for his children, like something like, I'm leaving you something like that. Over there, he has an introduction. The introduction is also very long and very interesting. And the introduction is divided in different parts. There's one part that is called Beis HaBechira, the house of choice. It's not such a long part, actually. And over there, he discusses free will. And he brings from all kinds of sources before him what is free will, how does it mean, what does it mean, how does it work. And he basically reaches this question, which is a famous question. It's a question raised by the Rambam. As far as I know, that he was like the first one raising this question, and he was very criticized for raising the question, because when he answers, you know what he answers? The Rambam says, I don't know. That's what he answers. He makes a very good question. He says, I don't know how to explain this, forget it. So he was very criticized. Why do you ask questions you don't know how to answer? Don't ask the question, forget it. However, the Shalom brings all kinds of sources raising this question, and he answers in the following way. I'm not going to quote exactly, I don't remember exactly what he says. I mean, the words, I don't remember. But the idea is like this. I'm going to say how he says it with different words, and then I give an example. And I remember this example because of the question, the chess game. Okay, the point he says is like this. Each one of us, each step we take, we open a whole number of possibilities. Like, for instance, right now I'm sitting in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. It's impossible, it's really, really impossible for me, like a regular human being, to be in the next 10 minutes in China. It's impossible. I can't. Even if I take a plane, if I take the fastest plane in the world, whatever, it's impossible. Okay, so that's not a choice. It's not even a possibility. Forget it. Can I cut the class and go home? Yeah, I could do that. I'm not doing it, but I could. Yeah, it's a possibility. Okay, there's a number of possibilities a person can do in any situation he finds himself at. Each one of those possibilities, God knows them. Each one of them. Of course, God is infinite. To him, I could be in the next 5 minutes in China. For him, it's not a problem. For me, it's a problem because I'm a human being. But he knows that also. He created me and he created all the human beings. So he knows that for me, it's impossible to be in the next 5 minutes in China, being in Argentina. It's impossible. Okay. So that's not even a possibility. But the true possibilities, he knows all of them. Okay. Now, next step to the answer. According to all the decisions that I previously made in my life, and according to the reason why I'm actually sitting over here giving a class, etc., and what I'm talking about, it, which of these possibilities are really, really possibilities? Like, am I going to cut this class in the next 5 minutes and just leave and say, I don't care about any of you, get out of here? Am I going to do that? I never did that. Like, I didn't even think about it. Why should I do that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not my life. I'm not interested in doing that. God knows that. So what's the most probable possibility for me right now to continue giving the class. That's what I'm going to do. Like, that would be the normal thing I would do. And God knows that also. But, next step, who is really deciding that I'm sitting here and I'm going to finish this class whenever it finishes? I'm deciding, not God. Could I really cut the communication and just leave? Yeah, I can do that. It's really easy. It's just 3 clicks and I'm out. So that's what it means. God knows the future, but I'm choosing. Because all of the previous decisions I made in my life, the most probable possibility is that I'm going to continue sitting here and giving my class. That's what it means. God knows the future. That's how the Shalom answers. Shnei luchos habris.